When Samsung recently announced the Z Fold 5, one of the announcements they made, a lot of people thought might be minor. Well, that might not be the case, but it might not necessarily be good news either. So what am I talking about? It's the crease. No, it's not the crease. I'm talking about the hinge. So this is the Z Fold 4, although I think a lot of people might struggle to tell that. And if you didn't know, or if you don't remember, this actually had a redesigned hinge anyway. The hinge on the Z Fold 3 stuck out a lot to the left, this side, so they shrunk it down to make it more symmetrical. Seemed like a great move. Aesthetically, it looked great. The hinge worked really well and felt a lot tighter for the first few months. However, if you go spend a bit of time on Twitter and Reddit, you'll soon find a lot of people had an issue with this hinge. That is as flat as my Fold goes now. But it used to go completely flat, it now doesn't, and I can pull it. Oh, hello. I can pull it and stretch it and to try and do whatever I want. It doesn't go completely flat. It looks okay when it's like this, and it feels okay when I'm scrolling, but for watching content, it's not great. So I am glad that with the Z Fold 5, this has been revamped, because that might fix this issue that hasn't really been talked about and Samsung haven't really acknowledged, but it is an issue and it's affecting a fair amount of people. So whether it affects a handful or it affects hundreds, an issue is an issue. So I'm hoping the new hinge on the 5 does fix this problem and it remains consistent and it opens all the way and everything's wonderful. However, that does come with a bit of a catch. So when something is completely new, it's not been tried and tested. So they had a hinge for 12 months and they've replaced that hinge with a new hinge. Hopefully they're applying things, I don't know, I'm not an engineer, but hopefully they're applying things that they've learned from the last hinge on the Fold 4 to the new hinge on the Fold 5, and them issues have now been eradicated. However, just like I was with the Z Fold 4 redesign, ever so slight redesign, I'm a little bit apprehensive. When they had the new hinge and I used it, I did think, I'm worried, this isn't new, this is new, this is different, it's not the cog mechanism they had last time, it was slightly different, slightly revamped, and I was concerned it was going to break. As it happens, that's what happened, it broke, and not just for me, for a lot of people. I don't know if it's dust, I don't know if it's took a knock, or it's come unaligned, whatever it is, it's an issue. Will the Z Fold 5 have similar issues? We'll only find out with time, I guess, but I'll definitely keep you posted, so subscribe to find out how the Z Fold 5 veers up and stacks up in the future, and how it lasts over time. I know the Fold is something that people don't get because they're like, well, it's more likely to break, it's got moving parts, it's got more things that can go wrong with it, and that is technically true, but trust me, this Fold and the Fold I had before it have really put themselves through the paces. I had both of them for 12 months, and other than that one hinge issue, I've not had any problems with the Fold. There's been no screen damage, I've dropped it a few times. The outer screen's amazing. I don't know how it survives half the drops, but I'm sure it's survived more than what a standard candy bar phone would survive. They are reliable phones. That sounds weird because I'm saying this one's broke, but other than that one minor issue, which is still a usable phone, they are incredible phones and they are more robust than you'd expect them to. So hopefully the Z Fold 5 follows that trend. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.